Okay, I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to try to put the screw in before holding the screen back up there, because if I have to tighten it up a little bit, I can with the vice grips without hitting the trim and the door. You know, because I only need this screw to go in all the way up to about 1 1/4 inches, right? Because that's how thick my support bracket is, my support, okay? Oh, nice. You know, that's gonna do it. So I went all the way down to 5/8 of an inch. Now let's say, for instance, that was 1 3/8 inches and I couldn't go any further. Well, then I could take my vice grips on there, get it set. Have it on there straight, silly weenie. And then I could go forward a little bit more and back it off a little bit, go forward, you know what I mean? Then I could get it within 1 1/4 inches, right? Once I got done, then I can spin it out of there, knowing that my tool is going to fit it up there nice and snug this time. Okay, now I can spin that out, back out, just like that. Wow. I'll need some white touch-up paint for sure. You just go to the store and get some modeling paint, you know, in a little container, little brush applicator, and just kind of touch this up after you get this installed. Okay. That's good. Now I can do the middle one too. Oh yeah, I'm going to check all of them at this point. Might as well, right? And keep the camera rolling. See, so you don't think I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat, because I want this to be right by Joe. Now see, that's going tight. And I even reamed that out further. I'm right at 1 1/4 inches. That's because the thickness of this is at 1 1/4 inches, but it's got to go a little bit more. So let's try our vice grip trick and see what I can do with this. We're just going to go back. I'm going to back it off a little bit and then go forward a little. Back it off a little bit. Back and forth. Now go forward a little bit more. Okay. Now I can keep going. See, there's no way I could do this if the screen door was there to go that little extra bit. Even if I try to grab just the tip of that and go without hitting it, that would be kind of hard, because you lose all your force going this way, right? See there? Back and forth, and then go forward a little bit more. Back and forth, forward a little bit more. Okay? I should have plenty now. So I'm at 1 inch. Okay? And it's going pretty easy now. I mean, it's still way snug. So now I can spin that out of there. Just like I could if that was a bolt and a socket set. Okay? Be a shame to have to buy the bolts if you already got these screws here and you're like, how in the world am I going to do this? Now, you know, hey, if I can do it, an average Joe, yes, you can do it. Oh. Now the bottom one I had just about all the way already, but for kicks, let's make sure. See how tight that's going? And I drilled that out even. Okay, I'm at an inch. I'm good to go.
You got yourself some electricity, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well,
Man, you're getting your money's worth today by Joe. Okay, see how the edges are going to get all goobered up when you use your vice grips back and forth. Good thing I got my rasp. See, I use that for all kinds of stuff. I can just smooth off the edges, because theory has it I'm not going to need my vice grips on these anymore, am I? The other one should go right in. And if I wanted, I guess I could keep using these for all the other bolts that I need to do. But then I guess they could get worse. Okay. That's more better. Yeah, you didn't believe me. I did it again, all right. Are you seeing a theme here? The more times you see it, the better off you are, because you learn more that way too. I'm trying to think positive here for myself, right? Whew. Double check. I got to double check the bottom before I tighten that up. Yeah. Make sure that's exactly in the right spot. Might have to see, adjust that a little bit. Good. Looks right where it's supposed to be too. Let's snug that bad boy up there. Be done with this. Whew. Nice. Ah. There it is. Would have been nice if it would have done that the very first time. Well, that's probably what you're going to have to do. Newsflash. Now, simply put this on there and screw it in, right? You don't want to get this too tight, but yet you don't want to get it too far off either, because we got to put the doorknobs on here and then they fit in the pockets. We don't want that too far away from the edge, do we? So I can look at the bottom of where it's going. And the edge is just about at the edge of this here, so I can put a pencil mark there. and I look up there at the top, right up here, I look at this top edge, and it's right in line with this edge, right where I thought it would be. Okay, so what does that tell us? That tells us we've got to leave a little gap here. So when I get this put up there, I don't want it flush with this edge, do I? Or else I'm not going to have any gap here, then the door could rub. I want it off, a little bit of a clearance. Now how much of a clearance should we leave? About 1/8 of an inch or so, but I'm going to read the directions and see what they suggest. I read the directions, and of course it doesn't tell you anything, but I'm going to make it corporate decision here. I'm going to make it 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so I know the edge of the door is going to be right at the edge of this because I've already checked it. And I could probably eyeball 1/8 of an inch, but if you want, you can hold your tape measure out there. I'm just holding it at 5 inches, let's say, and mark it over to 4 7/8. So let me give it a good 1/8 there. That way I can hold this up there, okay, and find out exactly where it goes. And now I can take the bottom right here, and I put a pencil mark here, and that's about 1/16 away from that edge to the right, and so I got to measure that over 1/8 of an inch, and remember where that is. Okay, it's not that one. I can cross that left mark off, and now pretty much I can hold this exactly where I need it, right? I can follow those lines knowing that I'm going to have enough gap, right? And I'm almost on the edge like I thought, and I'm off a little bit, plus I'm going to be over about 1/4 inch away from that, so I'm going to be about 5/16 away from that edge, so that's fine. Now to poke that hole, I'm not going to use this, I don't think. I mean, I could look in there and try to get the very center of that back hole, right? Or I could take a 1/4 inch drill bit and hold that up in there and use that. Okay, so that's the next step, marking those so that I can pre-drill that out again.